some of the ladies we met. She was doing the dance on the first night we were on the boat. She did the Egyptian belly dance. Some of the ladies in the riverfront. One of the ladies, as we were going past on the bus, a lot of the highways are raised, so you're actually almost looking into people's apartments. And then we also got the guys, some of the different fellows from Egypt. And that's the end. If I can just show you one quick thing, I don't know if I can do it here. I'll try to be very quick about it. I don't know if I can. No, I'll leave that. That's fine. I was just going to show you a little thing about the wedding that was there and the music and stuff, but it was something to behold. Anyway, appreciate your attention. I hope that was enjoyable for you.
Thank you, Jim. Are there any questions or comments?
What kind of rock or stone was used in the pyramids and all the monuments?
It varied. A lot of it was quartz sandstone was a lot of it. And the stuff on the pyramids was quarried a lot by the Red Sea and brought over that way. And you can see some of the old places where the boats were, where the boats, and that's where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found in some of those caves along the Red Sea too. So it's mostly sandstone, some granite, and certainly on the temples, the granite. And you saw the quarries there as we went by.
Thank you. Any others? Yes, Mike.
How much current is there in the river? I mean, the fluids don't go very fast, so how do you get upstream?
Yeah, it wasn't, it was, because it was a fairly wide river, there's a few places there it was narrowed down, but it was more of an ambling river. We would cruise along, I think I figured out about 8 knots at the most. I think the boat could do 12. And so we, varied depending on what area on the river we were. But it wasn't a big current there at all, a couple knots max.
And you were going upriver.
Yeah, we were going.
You were going upriver. Any other questions or comments? Well, Chris.
Yeah, you got a beautiful picture of that boat, the 140-foot boat. How do you do that? Because I brought my camera out and they chased me away.
Which one's that?
The one by the pyramids, yeah.
Oh, the
Sunboat, yeah.
No, I took a whole bunch of photos there. I must have been there, same as when I was in the Ramses thing. I just made sure no one was around and started clicking.
Oh.
And with cameras now,
there's a beautiful picture.
Oh, thank you.
I would like to echo that. I thought the pictures were amazing, and they just make one want to go and visit.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. And to learn more about the history. I know some of it, but to talk about the various, what did you call them, kingdoms or?
Yeah,
the Old Kingdom, New Kingdom, I don't know anything about that, but it just piques my curiosity and says, let's go do some more reading. Yes. Let's give, one more?
The oldest statues or engravings you showed were 27th century BC. Is that the oldest pictures of humans that have been recorded any place? Do you have any concept of that?
I don't know.
I did have one more question, and that was the bas-reliefs look as if they were made yesterday. And so that has to do, I presume, with the climate there, so that they don't get worn off, and you can literally read what, if you could read cartouches, what was there.
Two reasons. One is a lot of those temples, again, were buried in sand. A lot of the temples were buried in sand, and so they were preserved that way, and it's very dry. Other than, other than that little stretch of green in Egypt, it's dirt dry.
And that would, with the pharaoh, who was the woman, that's how you could read those cartouches later on and learn that she indeed did a lot of good stuff. Wow. Let's give Jim a nice big round of applause. Thank you, Jim. And I have a little token of appreciation for you.
Thank you very much.
Our pleasure, our pleasure. And so, next week, we have Aubrey and Judith Millard, and they'll be in town to regale us with another part of their Living the Dream series, this time, the Caribbean cruising from Cuba to Grenada. And the following week, Paul Henderson pontificates in his unique manner about his many years of sailing the world, including observations about the Olympics, both past and future. So with that, pipes out.